All right. Welcome to the Bridgeport Podcast, Corrupted Files Edition. We gonna have a little chat with our boy Matt Gaetz. There's been some breaking news. Baby. I told y'all yesterday about something. Now, see, my haters love to tell me that I'm not legitimate. I'm not a legitimate journalist, and it's kind of funny how you say that because I'm gonna show you something real quick. I want to show my haters something real quick. Now, I want you to see something real quick. Now, this is something that I shared 57 minutes ago, but this was shared 12 hours ago. So we're going to read this post here, just from Devil's Advocate. So I got an announcement. A source has informed me that after next week, anyone who supports or supported Matt Gaetz might regret it. I told y'all that man even looked like a predator. Looks like the creepy white dude from The Purge crossed with a young Billy Graham. I'll say it again. No part of his excuse made any fucking sense. Why would a DOJ official with decades of experience as a lawyer make up a new claim about Gaetz being a predator when all he had to do was to fabricate emails or texts with Gaetz encouraging the Capitol riot? Wouldn't that be the path of least resistance? That would be the path of least resistance that I would think of. Wouldn't that be what one would suspect a DOJ official to do? Half the country would think that Gaetz did it even if the claims were proven untrue. People already think this. You are not convincing me that a DOJ lawyer with that level of experience makes a mistake like this. Come now, what do you take me for? That was shared 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago. So let's go over to CNN. The first people to report on this is CNN. CNN was the first people to report on this. Now, when was this first reported? Let's go look this up. When was this first reported? Matt Gaetz. 2 hours ago. They were the first to report it 2 hours ago. I said it 12 hours ago. I said it was going to be major. In fact, even if you go to my Twitter, I'll show you because I tried to warn a YouTuber friend named Sinatra Says. He's a nice guy, and I know that he supports a lot of Republicans and everything else, but I tried to help him out. So I'm going to show you. On yesterday, see. Tweets and replies. Right. I tweeted out at Sinatra Says here 13 hours ago, which is longer than the actual post that I was showing. So again, I think I said to Sinatra, I think you've watched enough Tucker to know. Long story short, I think that Mr. Gaetz needs to have a seat on the couch, which is a kind of a joke, like the To Catch a Predator joke, right? These are claims, but claims made for a plea deal. Then again, you should have known based on his BS excuse. No DOJ official with decades of experience creates a fabricated claim when all they had to do was fabricate Capitol riot support via fake text or emails. That's the path of least resistance. They wouldn't screw that up. I said that yesterday, 13 hours ago. Well, you got the first reporting on this from CNN 2 hours ago. I scooped the media. I was trying to help him out, and I was also trying to give him the scoop. Now, let's go over to CNN. Let's see what CNN is reporting now. Let's see how correct I was, and then we're going to go back to my video, and I want to show you how the bootlickers reacted. Let's go over to CNN. Let's see what CNN is saying right now. Let's go look at this breaking news. This delicious breaking news, baby. Delicious breaking news. I love it. I love it when I'm always right.
There's more breaking news tonight. Sources are now telling CNN that an ex-girlfriend of the embattled Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz is now cooperating with investigators in a sex trafficking probe involving the lawmaker. Our senior Washington correspondent Pamela Brown is joining us right now. Pamela.
Excuse me. I'm going to play that for you again. Involving who? Is it involving Matt Gaetz? Was I right again? Did I scoop the media months before? Did I even tell you a day before it happened? I knew it was going to happen because guess what? I'm an actual journalist with an actual press badge. So here's a little bit of a pro tip. A lot of journalists have not figured out that when you join press associations, people write draft articles and they leave them out there, and I can get a hold of those. So, I kind of know things before it happens. Just telling you, you can again, and many journalists, when they hear me say that, they're gonna say, "Oh, he's lying," and everything else. They don't want you to know that. Of course, why would they want common people to know what we know, freaking ahead of time? Don't you find it awfully suspicious that I posted this a day before CNN, the first media outlet to report this? Don't you find that odd? It's almost as if I knew about it. It's almost as if I knew about it.
Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz is now cooperating with investigators in a sex trafficking probe involving the lawmaker.
Involving the lawmaker.
Pamela Brown is joining us right now. Pamela, this is a potentially critical witness, I understand, in this case.
Absolutely, Wolf. And this could potentially be a damaging development for Congressman Matt Gaetz. Now, CNN has learned his ex-girlfriend, a former Capitol Hill staffer, has agreed to cooperate with federal investigators. And here's why that matters, Wolf. She is viewed by investigators as a critical witness who is...
Again, I've been hearing about this for months. I knew ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just spill the beans. I knew ahead of time. Yeah, I knew about this. That's why I kept putting out the videos I was putting out. But I didn't want to just put out the information unless I can absolutely confirm it. And I confirmed it yesterday. I got an email in one of my email boxes that I don't publish. And yeah. So I've known this for months, but the first thing that I knew what was wrong with his story, even if I didn't hear those particular rumors about his ex-girlfriend, even if I didn't hear those, right? The first thing that I knew was the path of least resistance. Why would a DOJ official, a DOJ lawyer with that kind of experience try to, extort him for money by using something that is like a brand new claim, right? Instead of using fabricated emails, that were pertaining to the Capitol riot, because even if those are proven to be untrue, once again, people will still believe it just because people already believe that. They already believe Matt Gaetz encouraged the Capitol riot. People already believe that, so why would you need to make up something that's new? Again, if you've ever been inside of a courtroom, you would have known something was wrong with that. If you've ever dealt with a good lawyer, if you've ever been prosecuted by a good prosecutor, you would have known something was wrong with that. Because they're not going to bother hitting you. Again, in courtrooms, they will throw everything at you. But if they can stick something that can definitely stick like glue, something that's gonna burn in someone's mind, even if what they're saying is proven incorrect, they're gonna go with that. They're not gonna make up something brand new. That's how even if I didn't hear what I heard, that's how again, it just sounded like bullshit. But let's continue.
Has been linked to Gaetz as far back as the summer of 2017. That is a key time period investigators have been scrutinizing. She can help potentially investigators understand the relevance of hundreds of transactions that they have obtained records of, including those involving alleged payments for sex. These sources told CNN. Wolf.
It comes, Pamela, just days after the Justice Department formally entered into a plea agreement with a very close friend, at least a very close former friend.
Listen, do you understand what they're doing? That plea deal, do you understand how many years his buddy could have been facing? The federal government and no state government is going to ever give you that kind of plea deal and cut and shave off as many years as they shaved off if they didn't get something big in return. And just 3 days ago, maybe 3-4 days ago, we understand that plea deal was accepted. It was, I don't know if it was accepted, but it was definitely entered. And that means that there were things that were probably disclosed. And that's why the feds are now talking to his ex-girlfriend. Because I'm going to tell you something that I've learned about both state governments and federal governments. You get nothing out of them without them getting something major in return. And this man got a lot of time off. What do you think he gave him? This man allegedly helped him pay off things for girls that he might have had sex with. Now they're talking to Matt Gaetz' ex-girlfriend. What do you think he gave him? Do you believe his damn excuse? I'm going to tell you something else that I know. It's a lot worse than what you think. There may or may not be more than one victim, and Matt Gaetz may or may not be the only abuser. I'm just going to put it to you like that. You heard it here, folks. I could be right. I could be wrong, because these are based on allegations. But if the allegations are true, it's a lot worse than what you think, folks. It's a lot worse than what you think, than what you could possibly think, folks. I'm telling you, if the things that I'm hearing are true, he's not Epstein, but he's a miniature version of him. If all the allegations are true. Now, of course, in some stories, some allegations could be true, some could be false. But if all are true that I've been hearing, Matt Gaetz is looking at a lot of time. I would suggest he get it. For every lawyer that he has, quadruple it. Because if all of these allegations are true that I've been hearing, and you've already seen that I scooped the media, I scooped CNN a day before. I told you there was some major news dropping. I knew about the ex-girlfriend, and I heard some roaches and some birds in my ear, telling me that they were gonna drop this on today. Now, the other big news is on Monday. We're going to get to see some of the contents of that plea deal. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it one more time. It's worse than you think. Folks, it's worse than you think. I've tried to warn people. I tried to tell people. Nobody wanted to listen. And even when I was on Twitter, I want you to see this, right? Even when I was on Twitter, right? Nobody even responded. Nobody liked, again, but I was right. Look, this picture right here is the perfect contrast right here. Perfect contrast. Because here, I'm telling Sinatra, you should have known that he was lying 13 hours ago. The contrast here, right here, is an hour ago, I said, did you hear the breaking news about Matt Gaetz? An hour ago. So it's about a 12-hour gap there. That is a perfect picture of when I was trying to warn people. I was trying to tell them, listen, this shit is real. And I was trying to warn Sinatra because I don't know if it's true or false, but I know that Sinatra watches a lot of Tucker Carlson, and I know that Matt Gaetz was on Tucker. And Tucker, man, listen, if I'm Fox News, I would scrub all the freaking Matt Gaetz tapes. Any appearances that Matt Gaetz had on the freaking network, scrub them. You see, scrub all that shit. Scrub a dub, bitch. Get some turtle wax and scrub them damn tapes, baby. Scrub it clean. Get some. Go to Hillary and get some goddamn bleach bit. Okay, get some bleach bit. Bleach bit your entire network. Clean all that shit. I'm telling you, it's that bad, bro. It's that crucial right now, bruh. It's that crucial. Bruh, is listen, listen, I'm telling you, shit's gonna get crazy. Shit's about to get real, my friends. Folks, this is not a game. The feds would not talk to his ex-girlfriend. The feds would not give that man that kind of freaking plea deal. He would not give that kind of bullshit story. And Tucker Carlson would not give you those fucking facial expressions if this man was damn believable. Okay? All right? Now, I don't know what more I can do to demonstrate that I got a track record of being right, but, maybe one day people will finally listen. I don't know, man, but let's just continue.
Friend of Gaetz, we're talking about Joel Greenberg.
Yeah, that's right. Wolf, Greenberg's entanglement with young women first put Congressman Gaetz onto investigators' radar, and now CNN has learned that Greenberg has told investigators that Gaetz and at least two other men had sexual contact with a 17-year-old minor, a girl. That allegation by Greenberg, described to CNN by multiple people familiar with the matter, is referenced briefly in this 86-page plea agreement that a federal judge.
I told y'all. What did I just say? I said, listen, the federal government is not giving you anything. They ain't taking off a damn month without you giving them something major in return. And you just heard it there, folks. I told y'all, this when that man got that plea deal, Well, even before the freaking plea deal, I told people months ago. I said Matt Gaetz is guilty because I knew months ago about his ex-girlfriend. Because when journalists write articles for press associations, right, they write draft articles, and people who have access to that, like myself, we can see the draft articles. That's why if you look on my channel, again, I will show you again. I do a live demonstration because again, I will keep going over this. All right. Once again, as you can see, 12 hours ago, I told people. So I got an announcement. A source has informed me that after next week, anyone who supports or supported Matt Gaetz might regret it. The first reporting about this was 2 hours ago. I told you 10 hours before the first reporting about this. 10 hours ago. I told you. And people doubted me. People, you had people on the right who was up and down my throat. I want to show you something real quick. I made a video called "I think Matt Gaetz needs to resign. That man is as guilty as sin. Everyone knows it." Right? This premiered on April 23rd. We are at May 21st. More than a month ago, I told you this, and I got 4 upvotes and 4 downvotes. 4 people downvoted me because I was talking about Matt Gaetz. When now you know there's probably a lot of smoke to the fire that I set. I was one of the first people to say he's guilty. In fact, this is not the only video that I've made about it, but this is the most detailed one because it's over 8 minutes long. It's 8 minutes and 13 seconds long. So it's very, very detailed. It's very, very detailed as to why I said it. And you know what? We're gonna take a detour from the CNN video, and we're gonna watch this video because I want people to see. I want them to see why I say things that I say. I want you to see it, right? Matt Gaetz, have a seat on the couch, brother. Have a seat on the couch. There's some reasons why I think he's full of it, man. I listen. I used to work corrections, right? So I hung around a lot of pedos. I hung around a lot of criminals. And the one thing about a correctional officer that was even somewhat decent at their job is that person can spot past some BS, man. Here's the first problem that I got, right? So Matt Gaetz comes up with this story about this DOJ official, this guy who's been a lawyer for 37 years, blackmailing him. Right. So mind you guys, it's kind of freaky watching myself in the past be so right about right now. I gotta tell you, sometimes I actually watch my own videos when I do predictions, or I try to scoop the media, or I try to give you guys like a bit of a heads up. And sometimes I'll watch it and I'll get like goosebumps, man, because it's like, how come no one listened? It doesn't matter how many times I'm right about shit like this. It's frustrating, man. By claiming that he can make this story about a 17-year-old girl that Matt Gaetz is supposedly and allegedly was flying around with and having sex with, engaging in sex trafficking, that he can make it go away if Matt Gaetz were to send $25 million. And the first question that I got to ask about that claim is that, Matt Gaetz, you realize that on January 7th, that was the most opportune time to frame you with something, right? Because a good bit of the country, especially the political left and Democrats in Congress, and both Congress and Senate, and even the president, believes that you along with Marjorie Taylor Greene, Donald Trump, and several others incited a riot on January 6th. So the most opportune time to accuse you of something is to fake text messages or fake a letter or fake an email where you are stating that people should get out there and get violent, because that's more easy to believe versus someone making a whole story about you and a 17-year-old girl. See, that's the first problem that I have, because if this person is really a DOJ official and they're really a lawyer of 37 years, they're going to take the path of least resistance when it comes to blackmail. The one thing that you learn in counterterrorism with my military experience, me being a multiple-time combat veteran, and on top of that, me working corrections, one thing that I've definitely learned is that if you're gonna hatch a scheme like this, because I've met a lot of criminals who've been convicted of this, and I talk to those people. If you're gonna hatch a scheme like this, you always treat it just like an electrician treats wiring. You want to make sure the wiring always follows the path of least resistance, but it's grounded. Listen, I was spitting hot fire like this, and people wouldn't even listen to me. I was spitting hot fire like this, and people were not even listening to me. Incredible, isn't it? It doesn't matter how many times I end up being right, people just won't listen, and it's frustrating because it's like if people would just listen, things would just a lot of people would avoid a lot of bad stuff, man. So this whole thing with a 17-year-old girl, if Matt Gaetz was never a pedophile or he was never a type to sleep with underage girls, then that claim wouldn't be grounded. But a claim that you incited a Capitol riot and then fabricating some articles, see, that claim is grounded because it's already set. People already believe that. A good bit of country already believe that. So that's what you call a grounded attempt versus something that is just wild out there. The other claim with the 17-year-old girl would not follow the path of least resistance. That's just how I know someone involved in intelligence in the DOJ and a person who's a lawyer for 37 years working for the federal government. That's not something that they would do. That's the first. Yeah. See, and I said that because his claim was that he was being blackmailed, right? Right. And that wasn't the case. Yes, Cosmic Squirrel, how you doing? Expedition Astro, he's going down. Absolutely, I salute you. No name, or no name. Still here, but busy cooking tamale pie and green onion and garlic rolls. Waited for sun to go down. Michigan got hot. That sound good, girl. Get it. But Cosmic Squirrel says, hey, bud, what I missed? Gaetz come out of creep. Yes, he did. I want you to hear something real quick. I want you to see something real quick. I want you to see the spicy. I want you to take in the spicy, Cosmic Squirrel. Do you remember when I came out months ago? Again, this video right here is from April 3rd, 2021. That's over a damn month ago, right? And I got 4 downvotes from bootlickers who love Matt Gaetz. I said Matt Gaetz needs to resign. That man is as guilty as sin, and everyone knows it. Now, let's go over to the CNN video that was released today. And if you go look on the articles, it was released 2 hours ago now. That article, the first report on this was 2 hours ago for CNN. They were the first to report it. Now, if you go on my channel, 12 hours ago, I said I got an announcement that Matt Gaetz, I'm telling you right there, and it's about Matt Gaetz. I told you 10 hours before CNN did. Let's go watch the CNN just put out. We're gonna restart this video, baby. And don't worry, I will do a live edit. Oh, don't you worry, I will do a live edit. Don't you worry. I'm going to rub this in, baby. For the 4 bootlickers who downvoted, for the 4 Republican MAGA trash who downvoted. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm going to drag it in, baby. I'm going to rub it in. I'm going to rub the feces in your face, baby. Because you don't test the devil man. You don't do it. Yeah, bad shit happens to me. But it's not because I don't see it coming. It's because I don't necessarily want to stop it. All right? So we're going to go into, once again, why you don't test the goddamn devil man.
There's more breaking news tonight. Sources are now telling CNN that an ex-girlfriend of the embattled Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz is now cooperating with investigators in a sex trafficking probe involving the lawmaker. Our senior Washington correspondent Pamela Brown is joining us right now. Pamela, this is a potentially critical witness, I understand, in this case.
Absolutely, Wolf. And this could potentially be a damaging development for Congressman Matt Gaetz. Now, CNN has learned his ex-girlfriend, a former Capitol Hill staffer, has agreed to cooperate with federal investigators. And here's why that matters, Wolf. She is viewed by investigators as a critical witness who is...
Cosmic Squirrel, and to all my subscribers, all people who are watching, do you see how, excuse me, let me just, I want you to see something real quick. You see that headline right there, Gaetz' ex-girlfriend to cooperate with feds in investigation against him. It's against him. Okay. All right. And you see how April 3rd, 2021, May 21st, 2021, April 3rd, 2021. And much of the same reasoning that I have now, they have now. I knew what they knew. It's just that when you are a journalist in the field that I'm in, you can't scoop another journalist. So you got to wait until it comes out there. You could be cryptic, and I was cryptic. But don't you find it strange that 10 hours before CNN first put, again, this was put out 12 hours ago. The first article about this from 2 hours ago. 12 hours ago, I told you that shit was coming. I didn't say exactly what was coming, but you got to admit the fact that I picked that day, the day before this shit drops. I told you. In fact, the fact that I'm sitting here manically tweeting out at Sinatra and everybody else, I'm trying to warn them. I told you. How many more times do I got to be right? How many more times? This man looks like a damn predator. Let me demonstrate that shit to you real quick. Creepy white guy from Purge. I want to get some pictures on the screen for you real quick. I want to get that picture on the screen. I want you guys to see this real quick. I want you to see this. Right? I want you to see this comparison. I want you to see this comparison. Because when you see it, you can't unsee it. When you see it, you can't unsee it. Young Billy Graham. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Because when I thought about this, it was something that popped up in my head. But once you see this, you cannot unsee this. I'm telling you. He looks like a cross between a creepy mega pastor and a purger. I'm telling you. It's the craziest shit I've seen in my life. I know it sounds weird, but once you see this, you will not be able to unsee it. So there's one. Yeah, one more. Once you see this, you will not be able to unsee it. I think I need a picture of Matt Gaetz too to kind of do the comparison. Let me see here. Let me shrink this. I want you guys to see this, man, because I know I'm putting a lot of effort into this live, but it's like you got to see this, man. It's going to blow your mind. Because the fucking comparison is so creepy, dude. Oh, my God, it's so goddamn creepy. Someone told me it looks like the faces of goddamn privilege. But once you see this, it is so creepy, dude. The fucking comparison is just, oh. Move this over. Let me get a picture of Matt Gaetz. I get a picture of Matt Gaetz. Oh gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I already see it. It is so creepy. Oh my gosh, man. This dude looks like a walking embodiment of white privilege. Like again, it doesn't matter if you're offended at that term or not. You have to admit, he looks like what you would think of if you think of like white privilege. He looks he looks like white privilege personified. Like it is the most funniest shit. Look at that. Tell me the fucking resemblance. He looks like a love child between a young Billy Graham, the dude from The Purge, He looks like what would happen if they had a homosexual relationship and they managed to to reproduce. God, he looks like the perfect embodiment of white privilege. It is the creepiest shit. Oh my God, it is so creepy, yo. Yo, listen, man. Matt Gaetz. I try to tell people. You see, I tried, right? You see, I tried, right? And there was still 4 bootlickers. And again, I'm gonna give you the link to the video. There was still 4 bootlickers, right? Who told me that I was wrong. There was 4 bootlickers who said I was wrong, that I didn't know what I was talking about. I need to shut the hell up, shut the fuck up, all that stuff. I said what I said. I said that on April 3rd, 2021. Now, I'm post that in the chat. Now, let's get a share of this. Okay, I got a copy of that post. I posted this 12 hours ago. There we go. Yeah, you know, sometimes I just want to rub it in. I'm petty like that, man. I'm petty like that. Sometimes I just want to rub it in. All right, you know, I gotta do that sometimes. I just want to go live with that, man. Don't worry. I just want to go live with that. I want to say once again, that don't test the devil, man. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Expedition Astro, I salute you. College Squirrel, I salute you. No name, I salute you. Or no the name. I'm not sure which one that you actually prefer. Thank you, guys. Let me give you a Discord link in the chat. I had to rub it in, you know. I just had to rub it in. I told him. I said, listen, Matt Gaetz is guilty. Matt Gaetz is guilty of sin. And you could believe me or not believe me, but there's a reason why I'm so adamant about it. If I'm real adamant about something, there's a reason why. Okay, it's not that I'm doing it just to be like a douchebag. All right, I'm doing it because I'm trying to give you a heads up. I'm trying to tell you something. It's my Discord link right here in the chat. That way you guys can join up, have a little fun there, have a little conversation with me, and that way you can also get notified of any kind of content that I upload. You know. So, anyways, we got some new subscribers we got to get to. All right. Brad Hall, welcome to the channel. I salute you. Michael Schuster, welcome to the channel. All right. All right. Caleb Langley, welcome to the channel. I salute you. I salute everybody. Welcome to my channel. We'll have a little fun on this channel. You know, we're gonna rub some things in, baby. I'm having a little fun. I'm gonna rub things in. I'm absolutely gonna rub things in. Punk Rock Country Mom, welcome to the channel. I love country moms. I like punk rock too. You know, make sure you call me. All right. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, brother. Welcome to the channel. I salute you. Man, he ain't gonna catch me in a freaking verbal crossover. All right. Annette Arnav Paul G. Welcome to the channel. I salute you. Welcome to the Devil's Advocate channel. All right, guys. That's going to be it for me today. Guys, horns up, peace out. Wear a mask, don't get COVID. Well, at least if you got your shots, you ain't got to wear a mask anymore. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But follow your local guidelines. Don't get in trouble, guys. Please keep the cops off you. Because police these days, Lord have mercy, they treat everybody like they got like the freaking Doomslayer Rip and Tear song playing in their fucking head like all goddamn time. You know, rip and tear, you know, just kill goddamn citizens. But be safe out there, guys. Please take care of yourself. Protect yourself and your family. Good night and good luck.
Thank you.